You know, a lot of these interviews
Delena
really highlighting
on the Phoenix, Self
and
on the
now
Daredevil.
with this series of importance to
They
determine how
also
the seeding goes
saved
beyond
Devil Dinosaur, but they're
qualifying on
not
its
playing
own.
Devil Dinosaur.
We're gonna go side by side to see what we're rolling out with. I like what you highlighted too. You know, it's also a lot of
let's get
respect
this, chat.
if we're gonna see the Emma v Emma action, if that actually comes through.
Let's get
here.
this. This is
And
gonna
we're
be my
rolling out
favorite.
the
This is my
gates where
favorite
our
game of the
very
day,
first
chat. I
map
wanna
is gonna
see
be
this.
taking us once again to Burn and T'Challa.
Yeah, so Scatter's on the tank pool thinking that TTK is playing the Dino, but nope, TTK's out on Mother. I mean, what a callback to the past, what this team did good. He does play a fair amount of cap. It is actually his most played and most successful hero, so he's happy to have that at the moment. They have these trades now on the hit scan. The front to back play is where
Emma,
these want to be
TTK
at.
is playing
Battle of the Mines here. Love the rotations.
His
Swamp though, trying to get the pressure on early. There's the quick bubble.
Character.
Trying to enclose TTK. Love the presence here, Vicky. As Self is frozen, just trying to find his place here. But Daze is the first to strike. The whip hits down. We are 2 down now. 4v6, 5v.
Why do I feel like TTK was just lost there shooting at Ghost half the time?
BRB bringing back Daze at the very least here while Swamp Gaming get the lead very early on. But I like how you highlight the fact that we see Mother as she always knows best. And it's a great little throwback here, but not finding that success. And Millennia going over to the Adam Warlock. So you're going to have the White Fox Adam Warlock for that sustain. And
I feel so bad for 100 Thieves, man.
Cozy, you know that getting that point first is very important.
And you know what happens?
So
If Swamp Gaming wins, I really do hope that they interview their coach, because I feel like something juicy would be said.
Like a triple sub with Ultron, who knows? But either way, this is the Daredevil. This is how it's got to be won, right? He got frozen early. That's where you got the early Black Cat elimination. But now it's going to be Black Cat v Daredevil. If you're great at the Devil, you should be able to silence the Cat. But here we go quickly as a team staying alive with it, almost getting a back cap. 1% the time being a factor a tad now, seeing through those walls, and good patience from Self, trying not to overcommit. Right now I'm worried though, Winnie's the only one that's been able to put that pressure on early. Should be the first to hit, although Melo is looking ready.
Okay.
Grass going down, there it is, push forward, walk.
Oh, but then you see the Endsong Inferno coming in right afterwards, also taking out anything that's on the field here too. Winnie gonna be able to use the Camille Unleash already, but also look at Millennia, who's now forced to use the passive, but also does not have that res to bring them back. His Daze is too busy making a highlight reel, utilizing the calling card, get the reset. Mello claps back and fights Millennia, but Swamp Gaming are on fire as one by one as they fall.
Are we ever gonna nerf Spider-Man, chat? Like, look at this!
Can this
Look
be
at
stopped?
this!
Oh my goodness! Daze!
Someone call the police! But not for Swamp Gaming, bro. What?
Loose. Not the thieves, the thief in a Black Cat.
Well, actually, no, call him for Swamp Gaming.
Why you need to put respect on, even with the Daredevil save, has not been enough, especially when you've got the cards out and the queue ready. Good rotation, like with Forky's out again. That has been what a really the win con for them as of late. They're going to go ahead and have that ult as well. This is going to be near impossible. 100 Thieves does have the Born again, though, so can play aggressive. And nope, oh my, what a pick early. Going to go ahead and just force that pressure now and put the delete keys ready. Respond there with the show. Valentina can put all the pressure on Vic.
Talk about surviving for Winnie, too. Also had that teleport at the right time and focused on them, and now Winnie's unfortunately out. Millennia has a res. Not going to use it just yet, too, with Self-fighting.
Oh, no, this is game. This is game, chat. This is game. That's
Mello
game.
clapping back to
I mean, that's
in the 1v1.
the round.
The Born Again rings through their ears. It's a nightmare that they remember.
Oh, Born Again, Born Again. Okay, huge res by Millennia.
Have not let loose off this point.
No,
and even
Melophobia is just sitting on the high ground tree shooting, chat.
It forces a lot out from Swamp Gaming, but they're looking to clear the point, Koizi.
Look at Melophobia, bro. No one's contesting Melophobia. You're leaving a god DPS player on the high ground just sitting there for free. He's literally fucking camping. He's making s'mores
in
the middle of a tournament.
When you do that, it just makes the whole team look
Someone
like
has to go fight him.
That's it to the name. So,
he's 16-0.
Right? Like, bro. Stalking that. Like, that's really what is not panning out right now. And, you know, this has kind of been a problem with the 100 Thieves, Vic. If you go and look at some of what their stats have been, Delena, for instance, is the topper, I think a top 2 in damage, put out, pumped out, in Ignite. But he's not even top 10 when it comes to final hits.
Wow. Yeah, that means that also not being able to really get that final hit and kind of following up a lot of the times too with Delena, who's putting them so much low, not only putting in pressure, but making them so low, preventing the follow-up here too.
Call
and
TTK,
I do like these swaps.
some
We
coaching.
do see
Call
the Jet.
TTK.
This is really good. It goes hand in hand, as Shib and Dogman mentioned
I'd rather
earlier.
call the
and
fucking
going into these
ambulance,
dive
bro. We're
compositions, so if you
witnessing
need
a
help in the
murder.
days, here you have it, but then you also have the Devil Dino that TTK is also rolling out, and is this going to be enough sustain is the question.
I think if you are 100 Thieves, you should ban Daze. I mean, you have to go for the Wolf and Daredevil, but then you still have the Black Hat, so there's not enough you can do, but he is on the Wolf now. The Claws are out, and the Hunter is ready here, repping the OG Season 1 Battle Pass. One of my favorite there, Vic, just with a quick shout out, but 75% to that final stand is going to set them up for success, especially when Winnie's going to be going into the Komoho.
Put that on a shirt, Jay. He's making s'mores. That was a good thing. I like that. I could be a caster, bro. Sometimes I'm pretty funny, Jack. Can I get a true?
A doom match style, if you will, as slam down the end song, and once again, it's the strap falling first.
Yeah, Millennia has just not had a good time. Has not even been able to set up for that first round. Yeah, Daze goes in for the torpedo to find Vinny, but no one's looking at Mello right now. Swamp Gaming have control over the points.
Come on, chat. Don't be mean. Don't say false. I know you guys got a little chuckle out of that.
Because the number
you guys were probably just sitting there listening to the stream, not even watching, and heard that, and you were probably like,
with ease now, and 100 Thieves looking.
That was your laugh.
You
guys laughed at that.
From this DOM map. Get me out of here and reset and try to get something rolling. My gosh, now quickly going to go ahead and see what they have going in. Not much, right? Can have the in song for something. Maybe get that with Vinny if he's going quick enough. Vinny plays a fair amount of Venom, not as much as you would want on this quick swap here. It's actually his 4th, 5th play now in Ignite, at least stage 1 side. So interesting swap from the cap. Feels like they need more of that pressure on the back line if they fall. Delena going for the hits in the trade. Have to get value here, Vicky. In song ready. When will they press?
Vinny having to step up too, wanting to follow up together with Self. Delena does get stunned, and Daze is going to get marked here as well, as he's going to be able to just navigate away, but they've already found out exactly where he is because Self is feeling some pressure. Love the way that Daze is also trying to move around here. The Sia is ready, so is Valentina for the sustain, Cozy. But Millennia could go in for the It's Jeff. We know that you could get those off-back KO options over to the left side. Also reset, as Winnie is the first to go. Scatter has been putting in so much pressure onto this backline. That's why they cannot go for the sustain. You go in for the reset, you get the It's Jeff. Millennia gets the health back, and it's hasta la vista right there. But
oh
no,
my!
You get it on the Van Pool? Scatter is right back in the action.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, bro!
The value quickly as Forky Dog's part of the Olymp feed now. Hello, Rocket. A lot of respawn
I feel so bad for 100 Thieves, man. I feel so bad, bro. I feel so bad.
Going in kind of low at 350. Doesn't care, though. Has enough for that pursuit and just putting on so much backline pressure. How is he staying within this? Going with the Q
oh
in the
my
pursuit
God,
now,
you crossed my path.
No
Gotcha.
They're trying to find its best. How have they not gotten Daze at this point?
Wow, this guy's crazy
the
at
invisibility
Black
is put
Cat,
to perfection there now as they're just desperate for the point.
I just witnessed a massacre, unfortunately. Valentina literally just got jumped, but this is something that 100 Thieves has to do in breaking the foundation that is Swamp Gaming on the back line. But Mello then finding Self. They still have Forky Dog right there on the table. Mello then finds CTK. Winnie's fighting for their lives. You have the Kumiho unleashed. Scatter's going to get right back to the health pack while waiting out for Valentina. And now at least 100 Thieves, they did lose out on TTK and Self, which is why Self is now swapping over to the Doctor Strange, so that way they could go in for a portal play. But at 99%, they cannot afford to flip this point right now. Swamp Gaming now, you could see Scatter desperately trying to cling on before a reset.
All right, so they make it interesting at least.
There you go. There you go.
More defense, and you know the advantage that gives. But Vic, if you just look at how things are going to rotate over, I mean, you gotta get value out of this. If you're Jeff, and that's just a prayer waiting to happen. We'll see now. You can quickly see that Kraz is up top there, putting the pressure there on Self, and over there is that Black Hat. Keep eyes on the Thief. See if they can get the funds early. Have plenty of big targets like Vinny to go ahead and grab it from. Self now quickly with the Devil Cross combo, trying to find something. But nothing yet. I mean, right now it's just stall and wait, and that's going to allow then Swamp Gaming to get that advantage to start climbing up the ult and get ready for the last cap. Here it is. They press the Q. It's TTK now. Going to go and do the pop quiz to stay alive a bit more.
And now you have the end song Inferno too, and it actually ends up going with the follow-up after getting the mark onto Delena. The It's Jeff Millennia.
You know, I feel glad about my aim, even though Melophobia missed all those shots on Jeff. I feel good. I feel glad about my aim. You can't hit that guy, bro, when he's swimming.
As well,
it's impossible.
Down by Daze. Valentina finding Vinny. Overtime, now taking down Melo. Has been marking everyone on this Phoenix. It is so deadly. The Sia now over.
Damn.
Just as a little cherry on top for Swamp Gaming taking the dub.
That's a clinic. I mean, an absolute just beat down, if you will. I mean, they have found and locked up all these Thieves, at least in this DOM map. And you know what? Satan's greatest soldier and Jeff, they have so many different duelists it doesn't fear, right, Vicky? Like Iron Fist, punch away. Black Cat's not one of them. Quick whip, slip with the pursuit, and you're gone. And we saw that. They've got to protect. Forget the Daredevil. Find a way to get whatever Millennia and Winnie are comfortable on. But there it is. We got our first win. Swamp Gaming put up the number 1. We're going to go to match number 2. Spoiler, probably Museum of Contemplation. We'll find out on the other side of this break.
Bro. Yeah, I actually don't understand. I agree with you. I don't understand why. I mean, I think they maybe made a mistake when they banned Star-Lord instead of Black Cat, but I mean, you really can't ban out Daze. If you banned Black Cat, you would have probably went on Daredevil instead. I mean, Daredevil and Black Cat would have been banned. You could probably have done. He would have probably played Wolverine, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Is Cloak and Suit really such a bad comp? I don't think a lot of people play Suit nowadays. I think there's other characters that are better in the neutral and everything. A lot of people play, like, you know, especially when they're diving you know. Yo, Alpha! Wait! Alpha! I appreciate the massive 5 to the subs. How are you doing? Are you not with, I think I missed you because I think you were playing Quick Play, but are you not with, Love watching you? Hey, I appreciate it, If you guys didn't know, Alpha is the Psylocke. Literally the Psylocke. How you doing? Are you not with, Daniel and Aliyah? I'll be lording Psylocke later on Aliyah's stream. Ah, there you go. Yes, chat. If you guys didn't know, Alpha is the voice actor
and dangerous
for Psylocke, and she will be lording Psylocke as
and dangerous.
What the? On Aliyah's stream. The Daddy Toji, I appreciate the massive get this up as well. Absolutely insane. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it. I did play with them for a little bit. We were able to meet the Angela voice actor as well, which was actually really funny because I started collecting all of the voice actors, you know, sayings and bald. So we have Namor saying, protect your bald king. We have Bucky saying bald and dangerous. We just got Angela to say heaven bald. Wait. Is that? Yeah, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I need to put that into a voice thing and then, yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. We need Watch Me Bald. I would love to have that. We still need more voices. Trying to see. Oh, wait. This is my favorite moment. Ready? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. You must be bald. Hey, listen, I will collect any voice because we need more. We need more for, we need one for bits. We need one for donations. We need one for, we need a lot. We need a lot. Wanda screaming pure baldness. What?
Maximum pulse.
Well, that would probably be a banning. That's just a draft differential then. Swamp Gaming banning 4 supports and their backline getting to play their OTPs is crazy. Well, I don't think, you know, I don't think anyone on Swamp Gaming's an OTP, but, you know, hey, the draft phase is just as important, chat. You gotta have a great draft phase. Banning 4 supports is a very viable strat. You're banning 4 of the strongest supports and forcing them on bad supports, or not as good supports, so. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Bang.
Lead your allies with grace, but
there you go.
spare no mercy for those who cross you. Command the battlefield in style with Iron Man's Iron Samurai and Mantis's Mandy Celestine. The greeters costumes
also,
and leave
if you
your
force
mark
them on bad
forever
supports, they're probably going to run
into
like triple support, or
eternity.
they probably
These are some of my
need to run
favorite
triple
skins that have been
support.
added to the game. Of course, they are available from June 5th, so you can get them in-game now. It makes me want to be an Iron Man main, even though I'm not an Iron Man main. Insane samurai skin. Anyway, moving on to map number 2. We've got Cozy and Vicky. Guys, after map 1, right, it was a little bit of a one-sided
maybe
affair. Swamp
Tutter,
Gaming just got the
maybe.
better of 100 Thieves
I have
there,
a- I have a-
despite a
we have
fantastic
a-
effort. And my
A
question
dinner
would
to
be,
go to tonight, but
how do
we
you
also,
ban
yeah,
against this Swamp Gaming
it's hard
team,
this
Cozy? I've
weekend,
been
but
trying to
definitely
work it
next
out for
week
weeks
and
now,
everything
but
is
it
going to be a
seems
lot
near
easier.
impossible to find a route through for any sort of success.
Yeah, hey, listen, I mean, we said it in the pick
Here,
ban.
I'll
I was like, I'm
say.
worried about the Vanguard play into the strap ban, and they did it perfect. So if you look at Swamp Gaming, it's about making them uncomfortable. You can't really go that route with Forky because they're going to protect the rocket. So the 2 other avenues you can go is look at Kraz, who's mainly on Venom. I think he's like 7 or so games played compared to like 2 on Cap, and Groot. After that, they don't have it. And then Daze is like kind of a big carry.
Jay,
in
why
a lot
aren't
of
you
ways
here? What do
because
you
of
mean?
how flexible Mello is, because you could say Mello's going to pop off on the Phoenix, but guess what? If it's not Phoenix, it's Star-Lord,
$10
which is where they
it's
put the priority
museum.
there. And if it's not that, it's Winter Soldier. So
Ooh.
I would say, in a long answer to your question, probably go with maybe a Daredevil, Venom ban, maybe Black
Let's
Cat,
see.
though, because you just saw what happened.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, Vicky, it's always difficult, though, because it seems like wherever you try and target with Swamp Gaming, there is always an answer. They're just this team that come back every single time, no matter what you take away from them. And that's not just down to individual players, right? As a unit, they
Oh
are
my God.
incredible. But speaking of individual
Oh my
players,
God.
we can't really not
26
talk
and
about
1 with a
individual without it being
58%
Melophobia
accuracy,
has been
20,000
one of the standouts of
damage.
preseason
He
and
only
here
got
in
shot
stage
for
one me, Vicky.
4,700
He's just
damage, bro.
Unbelievable at the game. Just seems to have the deepest hero pool that we've seen across the board, like alongside a couple of others, just is incredible.
We just spoke to Mello, and hearing the fact that Mello has been not only really easily able to pick up like the Daredevil, the Bucky, we obviously Star-Lord, that's why we saw the Star-Lord ban. If it's not the Phoenix, it's the Elsa. I mean, what can you do against a player like Mello, who was also trying to help enable the backline too, something that was very difficult from the 100 Thieves side of things for that first map. Going 26 and 1,
Oh my God, the stats,
uncontested. I mean,
the stats,
imagine
chat.
that while we take a look at the stats.
Okay, first
on
let's look at this.
exactly how Swamp Gaming dominated
Krazming,
against 100 Thieves in a
21
very
and
quick
1.
map one.
18
Certainly
and
was
2, 23 and
one-sided
5, 15
game. I mean,
final
I
hits,
thought maybe
15
Cozy
final
was gonna
hits.
get a little bit more.
Oh
from
my
100
God!
Thieves.
And then on
You
the
think
other
this was a bit of a
side,
momentum shift
6
in
and
terms of, like,
6.
who was able to capture the point
TTK,
first,
our
for
boy,
example,
going
because we've
4
definitely
and
seen
6.
How advantageous that can be. At getting hold of the
Delena,
first point.
It was lost
9
the
and
second
8.
we saw the backline
Millennia,
lock in what they did, in my
6,
opinion. And then
7.
they also were kind of banking a lot in self being able to counter
Hug.
Daze. But
Appreciate
here's
the
thing
massive
that's
gift
tough
sub,
about
my friend.
Swamp and the way they
Absolutely
play.
insane. I appreciate it,
So
appreciate
Kraz
it.
being on the Venom mainly got the cap there too, sure. But having that, when you've got Phoenix's sparks, right? They're popping off too. That allows Daze to just clean up what's left. And that whip into a pursuit does it so quickly, or the triple slash, that there's just not a lot of reaction time. And then you combine all that, Gaskin, with Valentina playing Luna, so you have even more DPS being pumped out. There's just no chance.
Yeah, maybe we need to see more people start to pick up that Luna. I don't want to see all these DPS Lunas, right? I've seen everyone try it on my social feed. Stop it. Use her as a strategist, please. Stop throwing my games. Although, to be fair, with the freeze, she's kind of insane at the moment here, Vic. All right, we're going into map 2, guys. and certainly it's not looking great for 100 Thieves. Where do they take this? Because I know you're going to give me Museum of Contemplation, sure, Cozy, because they've been there before. Do you think they're going to go for the tried and tested, the standard, or
100 Thieves is lacking and
Maybe
fell
Wakanda.
off.
That's
Chat,
the only
they're
other
3
one, but
wins
you
and
already
1
know we did the
loss, bro.
ad
They
read.
did
This is
not
the other
fall
ad read.
off.
It's
They're still a
usually
really
Museum of
good team.
Contemplation. I'm not going to show
It's just that
the-
Swamp
there it is.
Gaming-
Okay, hold on, folks.
What?
is a really good team.
Surface. Okay,
Huh?
you know what? iRemix, what you got cooking up over here? This is definitely unconventional. To say
No,
the
they're.
least.
I don't think they're trolling
Vicky,
because you have to
you
remember
seem to always get
this
to
is
be on
season. This is
surface
season
with your
8 patch,
casting.
chat. The playoffs are
Maybe
going to
it's
be
just
played
they
on
want you
season
to be able
8.5, so
to
it's going to be something
narrate this
totally
one for
different.
us. Do you
So
think
there's
this
no
gives
reason
100
to
Thieves a
not
chance?
show all your strats
I
right now.
definitely think it's something very different. So for the fact that we're not sponsored by MOC out here, guys, this is what I like to see, but also learning from your history, right? Last time these two teams played.
Also,
Museum
is
of
Remix
Contemplation
cooking with
went
this
Swamp's
chat?
Game,
Yes
but
or
it
no?
was still very close in that 3-2 fashion.
We're going
now
to a
changing the scenery
symbiotic
for us, though,
surface.
and it digs into that pick and ban phase, Gaskin.
All right, well, speaking of the lock and ban phase, that's where we're going to go. You guys have got Cozy and Vicky Kitty to take us through the lock and ban phase, and of course, our cast. Enjoy this one.
Oh my gosh. All my notes were on Museum of Contemplation. I got to throw them all away now. What's happening? Look at this. They go right into the rocket save of their own. They saw the strat and they were like, for the love of God, we need something to keep our back
Swamp
line,
Gaming
healthy
banned
and able.
Daredevil
And that's probably going to go to
and
Winnie.
Gambit. Let's see what
Millennium
else they
doesn't
do,
play
chat. Let's
rocket
see what else they do.
whatsoever. So there's the ban going on over, trying to get rid of Self's Daredevil. And in response, it's going to be that exact rocket save.
Also enabling the Black Cat too in a map where you are going to be in some close sight lines as well. So 100 Thieves have to consider that when it comes to Mellow and either Glartrox or
Remix
Phoenix.
never
Obviously,
cooks,
Phoenix,
Jay.
to
You
find
know
that
this.
together
That's
with
not
the
true.
Sia is going to be deadly. But then you have the verticality.
He puts the fries in the
especially on that
bag.
first point when it comes to these flanking angles with a Star-Lord.
He cooks.
It's so hard here. But 100 Thieves going over to that Daredevil, that's what they want to prioritize here. So that way, if they need to, they could also get enabled. And if they want to throw out with the Black Hat.
They go with the Days ban, right? They have Daredevil out already, which is actually a great hero for Clintar, for those that care. I mean, this is definitely a map where you're going to have a lot of advantage being able to see. I think they're going to give the Black Cat. If they double ban here, I mean,
Ooh.
heck, they definitely, yeah, listen.
Yeah, Cozy.
Go for Days. Go for an X Factor on this team because the other ones are too flexible. Days is the only hero pool you can pick on Vicky, and they do it.
Damn,
Yep,
yo,
and I like
Cozy
this. Now
is.
the
I
adjustments
mean,
here,
Cozy
we get
is
to see what
right,
that last
but
save
like
is gonna
that's
be for
messed
Swamp
up. You're not
Gaming.
supposed to
Do
say
you
that
wanna
out loud
help
for other teams to
prioritize
hear.
that back line, or do you want to take out something a little different if you're feeling confident? We're gonna find out because you did highlight Cozy Kraz at the very beginning too. It's still gonna be the Luna. Okay, so enable that back line.
it.
Obviously, you're gonna give Valentina, Eve, Luna, and you have
Yeah.
Forky Dog on Rocket. Okay, so no changes there, but no surprise as well with how
Phoenix,
strong
man.
Luna has also been.
Do they so? Here's the thing: you go Phoenix, he's going to go Bucky though. So it doesn't really matter what you do on this band towards the duelist side of things. So you probably then try to shut
Oh,
down.
that's
I
a
wanna go
huge.
Vanguard. So it's
That's a
Phoenix. It is.
huge.
Okay.
That's a
Fair
huge
enough.
ban.
Listen,
That's a huge ban.
I try to put
But that means
lot
they're probably
gonna
gonna play Elsa.
research into these two teams and just how they like to play, and just try to make them uncomfortable. And I think Vicky, this is your best line outside of Rocket.
Yeah, and I like how you called it out too. We talked about the flexibility of Mellow, but if you don't see the Phoenix, you usually also get to
Save
see
the
Mellow
Phoenix
if
for
you want to get
yourself.
a
That's
little
huge. That's huge.
different with the Star.
I wanna see what Swamp Gaming
on their
bans here.
side as well, so they're gonna have that Sia combo too. And
Probably
they're also
Luna,
gonna be able
right?
to kind of
Luna, White
break
Fox?
down that early choke if they want to help enable a
Not
direct
Star
composition. Now
Lord.
this final ban
Maybe
here,
Star Lord.
where are you
Loki.
gonna go here at the same time? Because if you're Swamp Gaming, it's
There
gonna be
it
the
is, yep.
Loki. Okay, I actually really like this as well because then you won't be able to have either the Mantis come through.
Yo,
with the
also,
shield, but
Vicky
also being able to
Kitty's
get that copy
nails.
double
Wait a
C is
minute.
Actually insane. So that way, in case
Yo,
you do
those
want to be able to try to
yo,
utilize
light
the Sia,
blue, bro.
you won't
Light
get
blue
two
is
of
the
it
best
from
color,
the
chat.
Ensign
Like
Fertile,
Cozy's
that's only
jacket.
one.
Light
Yeah, I think they're
blue,
gonna
like
go
a
Invis Rocket
cyan.
for the back line,
Beautiful
which is
color,
a
man.
heck of a lot better than the Fox
Beautiful.
and Adam, right? Like we can all agree on that.
Oh my
It
goodness.
also stops a little bit of that triple strat stuff because we keep talking about Swamp Gaming doesn't like, the term people like to say cheese, right? But also just like neutral play. Like they don't want anything too crazy. They want to keep things right in front of them. And honestly, on this map, the Phoenix pick here, especially on first point and third point, I like Vic.
Yep, I also really like it when you're playing close quarters and you get enough space if you force out a stagger to get already up ahead on that second checkpoint. But Cozy, This is only a best of 3, and Swamp Gaming currently are sitting at match point in a very dominating takeover.
Emily,
for that
get
first
Jay,
map.
he's
We're rolling out of the
complimenting
gates.
other women.
Swamp Gaming, once again, will be rolling out on the defensive side of things. Days hovering over the Wolverine. You know, I also really like
Nice
this map
chat.
for Wolverine when it comes to trying to get these kidnaps into forcing them
Cannot
into the choke
compliment a
that
friend.
the attacking team is
Yeah.
trying to
Good job,
adjust
chat.
from. But now we get to see 100 Thieves rolling out on the attack
Good job,
side.
chat.
Well, it's the only thing left in his hero pool, if I'm being honest. So, like, where does he go from here? We haven't really seen it in Ignite. Folks at home, look out for one thing. The rocket amplifier coming up, and can they burn down the Insong Inferno from Delena? That's going to be a big X factor. 100 Thieves now pushing on the attack. This is their map, and Kraz, look at stalking behind. Something Cap would never do, but he's in the Black Knight armor, looking for more. This would be a great Venom map, but he chooses the first Avenger, Vicky, to get that pressure on Winnie in the backline. Get him uncomfortable to start.
DJ for 12 months.
Already
Appreciate
aware of it. Great comms, rotating into this little awkward bit of a box here, because it does force kind of immediate action. Let's see how they choose to take it.
It's a really good thing they banned Phoenix, huh? Because then this rotation exactly in the side room would be hell on earth for them to deal with. Vinny now already backing away. I like the comms too, and the way that 100 Thieves are trying to do what they do best, which is force the pace of this fight to work out in their favor. Slowly
This
but
is
surely,
very
they're looking
interesting.
behind them. They're aware of what Kraz is.
Melophobia
He said he was being devious,
is
hunting
on
in the back line
the
with that Dark
Bucky.
Captain
He's a
America
very
skin
good-
before diving back in.
very
before
good
going right
Bucky
with
player.
113.
Also, Daze is
Delena
on
does get
the
Melo, but that
Wolverine.
uses up that BRB.
Yeah, absolutely. Now with quickly that res, though, that's why the rocket is such a priority save, and we thought the Bucky would come out even with.
Yes,
you know, the
Jessica,
next
you're
up
completely
available.
right. They
Might
ban
go
for
to
the other team,
Star-Lord
not for their
if
team. It's not like
able.
your ranked
Either
bans.
way,
In
they're
ranked,
going to
you
push
ban
in
a character,
immediately.
it's
You've seen
banned
the
for both
comfort
teams.
zone
In
right
MRI,
away, Vic.
it's
They've got
you ban for the other
Dino.
team, but you
Vic,
save for your
which,
team.
To be honest, Vinny does not play often. We've seen here in the past.
Daredevil! Appreciate the
no
massive
Dino,
prime
a couple
sub. How you
matches
doing, my
at most.
friend?
Does get that quick bite with the F, and just like that, the deletion and the amplifier. Look what happens when the backline looks comfortable.
They look comfortable, and their Sia isn't getting destroyed by an Ensign.
Nice. Yo, wait a minute. Maybe 100 Thieves was cooking, bro. They capped first point very fast.
On the actual Dino allows that beam to retain itself onto that 100 charge very easily. And even though, you know, you may lack as strong as a frontline presence, it's just being able to be aware of when you can try to move back to the rest of your strategists who have been able to stay alive.
And I love the Star-Lord pick himself. Really has not shown it much at all in stage 1. So a little bit of an ace up the hole. You know, we heard about Paulie picking up Penny. Maybe Self has continued to get the reps on what is one of the climbing heroes this season with the rocket. It's that much more. The show
That's a
is
good
gonna go on
force.
from
Now he
Valentina,
has
one of the
Star-Lord
best in
on
the
after.
scene to keep Swamp Gaming perfect.
Huge
We'll have to
force,
see.
huge force. You have a free
all
ult
eyes
now.
on the thighs as now quickly the damage to try to capitalize on it, but nothing to come from it. Now we've got the scatter, the rampage.
Oh, what a
Downtown.
freeze!
Of course, it's gonna happen
Oh,
with
a
Valentina.
freeze
And
to the
last
Wolverine
stand slams down
ult!
the mixtape.
Oh my
Stop, he was
god!
already
But
KO'd
he
here,
didn't
and
get
the
his ult.
BRB at least
Chat, he got
brings
his
him
ult
back.
canceled. He has
Resurrecting him
60%.
like a
He
zombie
didn't
after
use
getting
his
double
full
CC'd
ult.
off that freeze and that torpedo.
What
He's gonna go
a
in for the rampage now, and
freeze,
Daze
bro.
is gonna let it loose here. He's staying
Valentina.
alive for so long.
She's
and then
crazy.
Scatter following up to catch Vinny here. Beautiful with the sound of seduction too from Kraz coming in. Orky Dog is still holding on to that Sia, noting that Delena is also holding on to the Ensong Inferno.
Okay, so look out for this, right? They
That
have the
is
legendary ready to go quickly. They
crazy,
need to go ahead and
bro.
push that fast. Then you're going to have Forky Dog respond in reaction. Watch the Insong. If they can crash it, they're going to push this point pretty damn far.
Damn,
Gonna
chat.
go ahead and rotate
I guess
out
you
like
could
what
say
they do.
that
If you're 100 Thieves, play
Valentina
aggressive, press
is
W, continue
stunning.
walking.
Get
You're
it?
going to allow now
'Cause she stunned him.
Swamp Gaming to get a bit more. Self is just trying to get the last bit of it, and here it is. Legendary up in the sky. Can Self be the legend that 100 Thieves needs to get the 1 seed? But it's a rotation from Swamp
Yo,
that
King
continues to
Dan
impress.
with
This team is
the
always in
10
sync, Vicky.
gifted subs.
And just like that, they're able to keep the amplifier on their side as well.
W, I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're not going to use that just to deal with the Galactic Legend because we already know that
insane,
Delena's going to
man.
follow up too with their own Sia. Nice freeze again onto Self. He's going to come crashing down the moment the Sia comes in. Not going to be able to destroy
Thank
it
you.
though.
At least
This
my
is
YouTube
big
chat
here, as
gets it.
Daze is going to be able to find Vinny next. Now the BRB does bring him back, but this is a good reset here for Swamp Gaming as Mello does have that Kraken impact for the reset.
Yeah, colossal mistake. I mean, that's just going to be a bummer. Say goodbye to a minute and a half, right? They're going to be able to do it again. Like, that's good news. With 2 minutes and 40, you had a great first push, so you have that going for you, but watch out for the slam down of the nightmares we all know.
Yeah,
again
100
and
Thieves had a
again.
good first
Valentina
point, bro,
ready for
but
the
they're
show
getting
as well, so look out
stuck,
for that
chat.
combo potentially as the purple lines up with Mello. Just like that, TTK buys a little bit of space, and Self gets the pick on Valentina with the ult as well. Go and walk that. Self with another. That's what we're talking about as the Guardian of the Galaxy gets it done with the element guns.
But it's a double-edged sword when you still have the BRB until this very moment, though. The Len itself, the rest of the 100 teams are walking up for free. Valentina still having that ultimate because it also still delayed Valentina just a little bit once you were forced to come in from the resurrection animation of that BRB. And now 3 current members of Swamp Gaming had gone down very earlier. Now you're down to a minute and less than 53 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, just perfection on what you're looking for there. And either way, now they can build up to the combo. Oh, 1.83 meters. You're screaming to inches at this point. And just like that, Scatter going to go ahead and try to lead the rampage with the fossil. And that's going to get plenty of space and pressure. And now it's the Q fest. Press everything. Graphic cards begging for life. Kraz, this should be painted blue with the Olymp feed with what they've committed, but that is why the Rocket is so priority. Vinny up and healthy once again. Now Kraz getting all eyes on him. And the survivability here, Vicky, pretty impressive. Scatter does get Vinny once again, but still not bad if you're 100
The freeze though, the retaliation.
How?
How
is Swamp Gaming losing that fight? I don't even know how Swamp Gaming just lost that, bro. Wow, 100 Thieves pulling that back. TTK getting all of them.
Everybody's very close together, and now Swamp Gaming looking to make some readjustments now that the sight lines have opened up.
What a perfect time for Self to, bust out the Starboard. We continue to talk about the patch is going to change. This is the last chance for 100 Thieves to show out on this patch, right? Like, what do you have that people haven't seen like this combined with the Rocket? That is why you got the backline comfortable, but also the ult combo they need, plus the response to the defense from the Phoenix. And this is much better to pull off that strat, Vic, with 2 minutes left in the outdoors, right? A little bit awkward indoors with Self, but still was able to get the job done. Day's last stand, only thing standing for Swamp Gaming.
See if he could be that front wave of the opposition to try to track that Starlet 2 before backing away. Oh my goodness, Delena marking him right as he was getting melted by the Star-Lord. The PRB brings him back. The TTK show now has Mothers at 100% beam charge. It's going to slowly go back down.
Daze is trying to force his ult, bro. Put it in, he's dying because
just to retain this because you have the Scion of Seduction and you're nearing the end line of the final checkpoint.
Yeah, I mean, just exactly what we were talking about early on with Phoenix and that front to back on this third point especially. It is absolutely ramping up for the Thieves now. The cart is cruising. Scatter does find TTK, but the backup ready to go. Be right back here and ready. TTK now, Q ready mind is active, and they are just absolutely pushing the gas down on this getaway car in reverse.
Oh, he got the last stand into the open jaws of Scatter here, but they got it contest on the point. Look how close it was to hitting that finish line. TTK gets the slam and the grab onto Daze. Now you have the inside.
Wow, they deleted that thing real quick.
The Glar trucks, though, in a sneaky angle from the back end, ends up scooping up a few. Millennia is close to having that fatal bolt as a dance off to bring everybody.
Nice. Wow, I thought he was going to die there, too. He was really caught out.
Double dance off between Valentina and Millennia.
Oh, Vic. Look, we got it. There's the combo. Winnie's just trying to get a little bit more juice. Doesn't matter with 30 seconds anyway. With Valentina popping that ult, now they have nothing in response, right? So this, unless Scatter can get his ult, that can keep the team alive a little bit. Go press W now. Now's the time.
Oh, Self is going to pop off. Self is going to pop off.
What you can. You're going to see Scatter now close. 92's not enough. They're going to push this thing and get the 300 Thieves. What a response. Both in play and in brains.
What? 17 seconds they fully capped, bro. Uh-oh, yo.
Cozy WW on the awareness
I
there,
remix
too.
was
love
cooking.
How you highlighted the stakes at the very end because, like you said, there was no sustain. Once that was used, once we saw that Sia get online, that is the win con that they get to lean into because that is what has allowed them to get every single checkpoint. The combo of the Sia together with the Galactic Legend. If there's nowhere to kite away from,
25 and 1, 24 and 1, 21 and 1. Vinny's 14 and 5. 10 and 0, 17 and 1.
You know, when you're on that back line of 100 having to deal with this dive onslaught of Swamp Gaming.
Melophobia 5 and 6
compared to everybody else. Like, so that, first of all, that's why Rocket is so good, right? Because it allows the mistakes to happen, and it just doesn't really matter when you're able to respond back and forth. Like, you have to be so perfect if you're the strategist backline here because of the answers that they have to the pop quiz that is this comp at the moment. Listen, Gaskin asked this early. How do you ban against them? And I thought it was going to shut down and make one player uncomfortable. Daze being, you know, obviously still 4 eliminations, such a great player all around, but at least showing a little bit of give here. And I mean, it's looking like we might have a 1-to-1 map 3 in the BO3 on what, again, I've highlighted is the match of stage 1.
It also makes you wonder that if this is going to be the pick and ban phase that we continuously see and we go into a map number 3, will Daze stay here because he's forced to play on the Wolverine with a lack of flexibility when you get target banned between a Daredevil and Black Cat too. So, you know, you try
That's
to
not
get
his
the skin up,
fault.
you try to get the
The
follows
one thing
with
I
the
learned from my
chomps
ranked
and
games,
scatter,
it's never
but
your
been
fault.
difficult
Blame
as
your supports.
Valentina now has
GG no
access to
heals.
that Loki as 100 Thieves, they got it banned against them here. A nice little freeze onto Scatter, but this is going to be the combo to at least help enable getting a second Sia on the table.
Yeah, it's kidnap comp a little bit too. Scatter and Daze just trying to see if they can get back to their team something of value, right? That's really what Daze can offer with the hero pool he has available. It's crazy to have a player as great as him with somewhat of a limited hero pool, if you will. And again, they try to capitalize on it. And look at this aggression right off the rip. Good rotation from Delina to go back, get the poke on. You've got that advantage as the Phoenix here, and Daze is deleted. Not much you can do with all eyes on you. And brought back to life. We're going to try again here. Obviously, ult's not a factor. Going to be neutral play. And if Thieves can get this first fight, gives them so much advantage, Vic.
Like, Delina had, what was it, like almost 30k damage done in that first round alone, and you're going to try to contest moving up to the point in this side room where the Phoenix is just blasting you. Look at the rocket orbs, too, keeping everybody up alive. Forky Dog just hugging the side of the corner. But this is great. They're just waiting for this Sia. They're going to follow up with a wobble combo with Mello, too, who also wants to go in with the Galactic Legend. But Daze getting marked, having to be careful, playing Ring Around the Rosie behind the cards. Here comes the Sia. You try to go diving in. Ensong Inferno's obviously going to delete it, but Valentina gets it right on time. The God of Mischief comes in, but you still lost out on one. The BRB still brings back Vinny, and since the BRB was used up from Forky before, they cannot have Scatter in this fight.
And they're able to match it. What an unconventional rocket Loki, but that is how you can at least make one in-song irrelevant. And with the Delina down early, they're still able to keep things afloat. Melophobia now going to go in and capitalize on both of these strats. Not having much out. The show is ready, and Blue is painting the field for protection. Kraz going to try what they can, but Self gets it done. The Star-Lord active for this map and map alone, and just like that, able to hold strong with just a tick left on the meter. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. This would be a big win in fight.
I think the biggest thing that 100 Thieves done.
Biggie, the
it's
biggest
not that the
difference
100
we just
Thieves
saw
is
right
actually
there, Cozy,
they're
was
playing
the
really
fact
well.
that Valentina didn't
It's
have the
100
combo with
Thieves
Mello, who did not
banned
have the Galactic Legend. Now Scatter goes on
the
a
Black
rampage
Cat
here, and they get
and
the grab. They have to still contest the point we were just talking about
the
it,
Daredevil.
no,
Oh wow, they
don't
C9.
stay on
Uh-oh,
this. They are
GG's.
feeling the pressure from the rampage, and
Bro.
Kraz, although finds Sue here, now they can clear
It's
up
the
so
ban
much more of
phase,
the
chat.
space
They
as
banned
force
Black
out more
Cat
of these
and
stacks.
Daredevil, and Daze has to play
Legit,
Wolverine, and now he's playing
counterplay with
Wolverine
the
into
Loki
basically
rocket,
an
just
Emma
to have
Frost
that
and a
forethought
Devil
of,
Dinosaur.
how
Like,
to
he can't
continue
really do
to
much.
answer what has been both an offense and a defensive angle, right? Like, Valentina, we know, is one of the best in flex, right? Just has so many options to roll to, and even though you want that Luna for a lot of the extra pressure and DPS, this allows you, with the lanterns, with the survivability, you know, because there's some early picks
didn't
there,
C9,
to
he
give
got
your team
grabbed.
a much better shot.
C9.
Look at setting up early, really help this
Chat,
team
it's
get
Twitch
this
chat,
past
bro.
the first little
C9
pressure
for everything.
points. Looking at 100
They could have
Thieves and
all
how they want to
died, and then
adjust.
they
It's
could have
gonna
kept the
stay
point. It's
same.
still C9.
And I would say Vic, ult advantage definitely going towards Swamp. We'll see how Daze chooses the last stand.
Especially with Vinny now going in for the rampage. Daze, he wanted to go in for the opportunity. They try to counter it immediately. The Sia now coming in right afterwards from Forky Dog, and there is no Ensong Inferno to deal with it.
Oh, he
this
still
is
got
damage
two.
as Daze
Okay.
comes slamming down
But-
with the final stand here, the last stand, as that's the last thing they're going to be seeing before they go back over to the spawn room gates. And that's a beautiful wipe and so much space and time to work off of.
Yeah, but Forky Dog did use that ult, right? So they now have Delina, and they should be able to counter this, right? Like, all eyes on that in-song once again, because if they can slam down right here, here comes the Amplifier. Delina looking for it. Can they slam it down and end it? Good positioning for the Amplifier as well. They burn it! It does not connect! That's what you need
no.
if you're
Oh,
Swamp
no.
Gaming. Get them in the mud! Nice and dirty as they push through. Point, two.
No way.
4 minutes.
What? All right, Cozy, was that because the payload was moving right in the open doors of that portal into the Ensong Inferno, which crashed on the other side? What?
The placement was so good because there's really virtually, like, Delina, I understand the call, like, trying to get it to it, but man, that is a tough, it's just tough to land because they're all looking for it at that point, right? Like, they've ult tracked, they know it's
You guys
coming.
are like, when
This
100
is now
Thieves
gonna make
gaps,
this
we're all like,
much
oh my
easier to
god,
get
100
through.
Thieves is
3 minutes,
cooking!
50,
And when 100 Thieves is doing
40
bad,
seconds
we're all
left
like,
in the
100
30.
Thieves
As
fronts!
Melophobia's got the legend up in the sky. Self's going to try to match with the Amplifier. Has the advantage by far, but the tree protects from the symbiote. Pushing forward, all going to Emma. Focus on Self, but Self knows just enough to stay alive. TTK tries to answer the call as well. Would have probably liked it, was not able to get the counter on Mello. Had to use then Self's Amplifier Plus and kind of wasted at that point. Now pushing in just for survival. Not my favorite ult, but at least going to give them a bit more wiggle room as time is ticking down, but still an eternity on the clock.
And now BRB coming into and already used up. They have so much time, as you've already mentioned, and Scatter is making that time work for them. Forky shoving the rocket gun into TTK. And I like how you highlighted, too, the Silent Seduction unfortunately wasn't aligned to deal with Mellow. And now we're getting some
I think Swamp Gaming caps
this.
this. Look at the ult difference.
To sit down as they are at the map disadvantage. Swamp Gaming are looking at victory inside with a huge time bank right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to give them so many mistake-free plays if they want to, as now, once again, the Amplifier up and ready. The strat was adjusted. Valentina's in lock and load. Now they burn it quickly, but doesn't matter because Valentina going to get the copy and the pressure right away, as you see here. Last stand ready as well. Daze can capitalize on that damage. Melophobia finds one. Self 2.5.
Oh, my God.
This is pushed through with 2 minutes time left. And Vicky, it all goes back, in my opinion, to the portal placement there. I believe from Vinny was the swap on over to that point, right? You had to find the right portal because they knew and they were ready. Did not give them any chance to slam down and ultimately push through point 2. I mean, cruising.
I'm just astonished at the placement of the Sia as well from Valentina. Like that into the portal placement where the payload was already getting extended on and moved right at the mouth of the portal. Oh my goodness. Cozy, now we get to look at the stats here. We were just highlighting to
Oh my God, Daze looks like me out there, bro. 23 and 11.
We know what
He has
that means to
11
do.
deaths.
The finals are shining here for Self, getting those 14 finals, but Swap Gaming on the speed run and having the Loki as well as the
50K,
Rocket to
dude.
bait out the end song Inferno is crazy.
50K. I mean, Valentina,
Dude,
just so entertaining
Vinny!
to watch. I tell you, it's just what makes this back on.
Vinny has 73. Oh my God, wait. Vinny is 17 and 14.
And that, I think, highlights why they're so
Self
good.
is doing
They
really
just-
well. He's 34 and
32 and 4.
four.
Kind of just continue to run their head into the wall. That was what happened on the first point with having Delina as the counter. But Swamp Gaming is so fast to adjust, right? They're ready for situations just like this. They don't wait to innovate. They are the innovators, and that is what you need to have in Rivals at this scene. 100 Thieves now look to really find a miracle because at this point, all that extra time is that much more ults that you're going to have to deal with. Thieves have 1 minute and enough for Winnie to maybe get something for the Amplifier. We'll have to see, Vic. Let's see how they choose to attack it. Looks like the tank's going right. Everyone else up Main Street.
18K, by the way, with that Loki in that round is insane. The way that Valentina was able to get the lamps on site here, not get destroyed by the Endsong Inferno, as it could wipe that out. But look at this rotation that we're currently seeing from 100 Thieves. Talking about the way that they wanted to try to approach this with Vinny being on the cap now, understanding, okay, well, we just got to go next here. That portal play wasn't the way to go. And now you see Delena taking a different off angle, just trying to see Swamp Gaming and maybe try to forcibly bait them. The lamps are already used up. That's communication now 100 Thieves are sharing before maybe trying to backtrap. But if they can find somebody right here, they could continuously oppress them here on the high ground.
It's a little awkward though. Like it doesn't really help lean to the comp.
Wow,
and trying to
TTK
run
lived
right
that
away. They are
kidnap,
grouping
wow.
up, giving plenty of space now. Just trying to push forward and get damage to help out Winnie. Maybe get that amplifier. Can they even get the first tick? That would go a long way, right? And maybe potential, but 3 minutes is an eternity. TTK now just trying to find the target. Daze looking low, and there's the self bubble. That's going to make it tough to isolate. TTK finds one. There's the res. Going on Daze is actually a good, not a great use for it, right? You'd want that on maybe anyone else at that point, but Delina Thieves on with 1 minute. Maybe going to cap it, Vic. And here comes the ults. Valentina
Oh, they got Winnie, and Winnie had his ults, bro. Uh-oh.
That's going to be the fight. I'm sorry. That was such a
Wow,
big pick.
you cannot
Oh
you
my
cannot
goodness, the
die
fact
when you're
that
at
also couldn't
94%
stop up the
on
CNA,
rocket
also
ult
the
and
Endsong Inferno,
you're out
body off
now.
the point here too. Less oppression here as well. Great way on forcing them back. They did
You
get
cannot do that, bro.
66.5%,
You
but
cannot
Swamp
do
Gaming
that.
sped ran when they were on the attack, Cozy.
Dear God. I mean, that was moments from being actually a very, I don't want to say winnable, right? Because you got 3 minutes, but still impressive push. Now you're going to have to, I would say, maybe lean into, I don't know, do you go like something cheese or just go with your best? All right, they're going to continue with what was working the first time and just kind of hope to get ult advantage and maybe win first fight in neutral fast and then try to go from there. I love this though, Vic. Go with the portal. You have the time, right? Like you might as well go with that early surprise, right? And see what you can grab. But Swamp Gaming adjusting so well.
6.3K, by the way, in addition to the, less than minute that we saw Valentina healing with those lamps. That just also highlights how much damage Delena's putting in when everyone was fighting in that side room. But then you talk about the CA.
Delena has 50k damage.
Out of the fight in that Ensong
Scatter
Inferno,
Genji has
and
almost
that's
100k
Valentina
damage
getting
blocked.
that ultimate faster than the original Forky Dog rocket ult. Like,
that is
actually crazy. And that's with the pressure of the locations of the Loki clones on this point, which goes so hard when you get to mix match the high to low ground disparity of where you put down those clones.
6k healing. We could do the math because it was at 50k. 6k healing in a minute is, yeah, kind of disgusting. And throwing some damage numbers as well. And that's going to get that all on fire. That is why Valentina, one of the best in the scene if you're new around here. Days low fast. That's a quick pop of a headshot there. Most likely from Delena. Delena already looking a bit low. And again, they have to win this fast and try to get some pick early. And even with that, you have to respawn, right? So Days going to go a different approach from the others. And go ahead and throw down that spawn. So now this just makes it tough. They're playing with that awareness in mind. They have so much time to give at this point. Again, they abandoned the portal thing just to try to go up and early with the aggressive approach.
No shenanigans.
Scatter now, going to see what they
Big
can do.
resub,
They're-
100
okay, Vic, I don't mind the passive
months,
play at the
my
moment.
friend. Absolutely insane.
Yeah,
That's
again,
a
we've seen this a lot
huge
from other teams, but they were
resub.
still trying to brute force their
Appreciate
way
it.
through that one corridor,
God
whereas we're
damn.
seeing different split sight lines on the high ground. They're literally encompassing 100 thieves. They feel pressure. They're trying to kite away. A nice little freeze up the scatter here too. But look at the ult economy too. Comparatively, Forky Dog is closer to that
that's game,
Sia,
chat.
and you
That's
see
game.
Valentina is right there to get the double.
That's game.
The PRB, but Days
Game.
goes crazy, wipes out the front line here. TTK and Vinny go down, Winnie to me, and it's just a matter of time as Swamp Gaming, they're looking to take over 100 Thieves unless Delena has something to say back. The BRB, Mellow, but you again have to look at the old economy, Delena, and what? Vinny actually holds it down. That was
How the hell did they
crazy.
win
The
that?
pressure from the Phoenix.
Did I
Yeah,
curse
this is
them?
huge, right? Because now they have the response to essentially
did they
one of the
win
amplifiers.
that?
Obviously, Forky and Valentina are in lock there. And then you have Winnie that can match the other, right? So now it's just like eyes on Self, eyes on Delena. Can they get it done against these two talented duelists? And Days just took those bans personally and got the two-piece to start, but wasn't enough. Vinny going first can't happen again. I think he's up to like 16 deaths at this moment, and it doesn't matter what the stats say if you can come away with the most important one, and that is the one next to the name to make it to 3. Here comes Valentina early. Amplifier up. They burn it. They cannot get it, and now they have 2, Vicky. That's going to put virtually an impossible job now for 100 Thieves. Millennia getting the show ready, though. Does get that ult nice and healthy to keep the team up, but Days found the last stand.
Wait.
Woo!
Oh, and then you have the legendary, but guess what? It's too little, too late. You've lost out on 3. No BRB to save you here. The fact that they did not burn
they were about to
that
go with the
first
40.
Sia
Okay, that's
was the
GG's.
nail in
Wait,
the coffin.
Forky
as
Dog
Swamp
just got 2
Gaming
kills on
puts it in the
support.
books for this next series. They're the winners against 100 Thieves.
Star-Lord says it best. Hot. Thought you had me, right? I mean, just perfect play from Swamp Gaming in adjustments and just, you know, not crumbling under the pressure. That was that first wipe. It came down to matching those ults. And, man, after the first push, Vic, they didn't miss another in-song. Like,
I gotta
they were
see the
just
stats,
on
Brad. I
lock
gotta
with
see the
Delena
stats.
most of the time if they thought they had the advantage. What a beautiful just front-to-back game. And once again, perfection from Swamp Gaming. Gaskin, I mean, you said, what do they do against the bans? That was it, but still wasn't enough.